Hello, my name is Andres, and today, and on today's video, I'm going to be talking about the assignment that the professor put us on the website. I mean, on Classroom as well as on Was Portal. The typically he assigned two videos. I mean, Rebecca's video as well as Dorita's video. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about Rebecca's video, which is about complex sentences, how to put a comma, how to handle independent clauses and dependent clauses. Later on, once I'm done with the Rebecca's video, I'm going to be talking about Dorita's video. I'm going to be reading what I have written down of the video, what I understood. I'm going to be reading it. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get it started. It says that Rebecca teaches how to use a comma correctly in a complex sentence, right? Rebecca teaches also how to create a complex sentence and how to punctuate it properly by using the comma. She also explains that the differences between independent clauses and dependent clauses, in which Rebecca shows that a clause is, she explains that a clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. Rebecca says that the difference between independent clause or dependent clause are that independent clause, this is a sentence that can stand by its own. It's a sentence by itself, and dependent clause is not a sentence by itself. It cannot stand by itself. So it depends on other part of the sentence to make it whole, to make it complete. For example, I'm gonna give you the complete sentence right now, and then I'm gonna split it, explaining to you if it goes with a comma or not. We'll cancel the picnic if it starts raining. The independent clause, it is we'll cancel the picnic. The dependent clause, it is if it starts raining. In that case, no comma needed, because the independent clause, it is we'll cancel the picnic. And the dependent clause, the part of the sentence that depends on the first part, right? It is if it starts raining. And I have another example with the same sentence, but we are gonna put it all the way around. If it starts raining, we'll cancel the picnic. So in that case, if it starts raining, and it's the dependent clause, and the other part, we'll cancel the picnic. That's the independence part. So in that case, it goes with a comma, right? So if it starts raining, comma, we'll cancel the picnic. So the first one that I said at the very beginning doesn't go with a comma. Let me see. Okay, so Rebecca also explains, so she gives us a trick or a clue just to identify how to make sure, or how to identify sentences with, when it has like independent clause or dependent clause. I'm gonna read to you this part. So she also explains that there's other way, or there's another way or a clue to know that something is the independent clause, is to look these following words, and those words are called subordinating conjunctions, and those are, for instance, because, since, or though, even though, if, and unless. So if you see that, if you see a sentence with those words that I just mentioned prior, it means that that's a sentence that is dependent. And whenever we use one of those words, we put it with a comma after it. And then we put the independent clause, right? However, if we wrote the independent clause first, then no comma needed. So that's not necessary. Okay, so I'm done with that part, with the Rebecca's part. So right now I'm gonna continue with Dorita's video. So typically it starts by Dorita writing a letter to Miguel, who is her brother. She explains to Miguel that she went abroad to another country overseas just to study English, just to pursue her career path. And she is studying English. She is studying English specifically. And she wrote the letter to Miguel totally in English because apparently Miguel is also studying English as her, but in Argentina. So Miguel stayed in Argentina, and they are both from Argentina specifically. She also stated that she has a good teacher, and in the class there are like roughly 11 classmates. She also point out that she's studying in United States, specifically in New York, and she mentions that the life in New York is too expensive for her, and that's why she lives with two roommates, and they are really from New York. They are American girls, and Rebecca has like a little problem with English. She doesn't speak English that well, and that's why she cannot stand native people completely. She thinks that, or she says that they speak so fast. They speak so fast, and she cannot understand when they are speaking really well. But eventually she mentions that she hopes to hear back from her brother, that her brother is in Argentina. So that's it for the videos. So that story is really short when it comes to Dorita, and the audio lasts like 2 minutes or 1 minute if I'm not mistaken. So in that case, and that's it. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching as well. Have a nice day.